Have you ever wondered whether you're improving in your photography and even your editing skills? Well, I've got a real good tip for you, and it's really quick, and I hope it helps. Greetings all, and welcome back for a really quick one for you. And today is just a quick discussion going on about seeing if you've improved, or to see how you need to improve and what you need to improve on. And it's one real tip. I've done it many times myself when I felt a little bit deflated and because I feel that I'm not moving forward. So what I've done, and what I've done before, and it's a real good tip that was given to me, and so I'm passing this on, is I look back at some of the old work that I've done. So I'm going back 2-3 years. You can go further if you want, it really doesn't matter. Have a look at the images that you've taken and compare them to some of the things that you've done now. Try and stick to the same genre. So if you've done like landscape, stick to landscape. So compare landscape, and if you've done obviously stuff at home, compare the two and see if you feel that you've improved. And be really picky with it as well, because because the learning curve is once you take off, it starts to tail off as the time goes on. So one of the things that you need to do is you really need to start getting picky, because you're at that point now, as you've started doing photography, just say, I don't know, 2-3 years, where you've got to start being a little bit more picky with things. And it could be slight things like the horizon was just a little tiny bit out, where normally you wouldn't have bothered, is where now, no, you've got to get it straight, and things like this. So be really picky. So compare all the images that you took years ago to today. But this also brings me on to another thing as well, which is your editing, because your editing improves and changes as well. And one of the things that photographers do is they do post work on the images that they've taken out on the field or at home or whatever. Also, go back and have a look at some of the images that you've got. And I use Lightroom, so all of my images for years are still in there, purely because it catalogues everything that I do. So I can quickly go back and have a look at things I took years ago, and I can re-edit them and see, just basically start from scratch and see how your editing has changed over the years, and look at the mistakes that you did back then when editing, too much saturation and all this sort of business, because let's face it, we've all done it, and see if you can get a better image from what you'd actually taken. And one last thing that I'd actually want to say as well is it's going on about the perfect photograph. And the thing is we've all been out and we've all spent a lot of time out and we've took images and you've been okay. This is fine. Every photographer has been that way. We've also been out and we've just took one shot that it just happened and it was absolutely perfect. I've done a couple myself where, for me, I'd rushed just to get a quick shot in, and it turned out to be amazing. And these sort of images are the ones that they come up very rare, and when they do, they are mind-blowing. They really are. And these are the ones that you want to look at to see, well, okay, how did I get that so right? Because you've got to look at the whole picture, the composition, the lighting, and everything is there. Look at that and use those images, not to sort of compare, because it's difficult, because they are the ones that you really like compared to the ones that are okay, but it will give you a real good idea on what went right, because obviously you really are overwhelmed by it. And if you've shared it, which I've obviously I do on social media, oh yeah, don't forget to follow me, then obviously you look and read at the feedback, and that's how you can tell, it's anyway guys, look, I told you it's a quick simple one today, and thanks for joining me. So compare them photos and compare your editing. It's the only way you're going to see how you've improved, and it gives you a real good idea on their mistakes. So thanks for joining me on this one, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, stay safe, I'll see you soon.